Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Chiara and this is Chiara's Slow Travel Adventures, your ultimate guide for all things slow travel, long-term traveling, and sustainable adventures. Today we're actually diving into a pretty essential topic, I think, when it comes to long-term traveling, and something people really don't think about too much. It can become a huge burden when you actually have to even think about it. But it's actually very important to plan it through, and that is packing. Yes, actually packing your clothes, your first necessities, your gear, all your electronics and all your devices is actually a very important thing. I hear so much people say, oh, I'm leaving for like a week and I'm taking one bag for the clothes and one bag for the shoes and one more bag for all the, I don't know, the skincare stuff. Maybe if you are traveling by car, that is a possibility, but if you're flying there, that we just know that's not possible unless you want to invest so much money in actually carrying more luggage. But honestly speaking, I don't think it's necessary. You know that most people maybe wear 20% of the clothes they own. And for me, you could define me as a minimalist in a sense, and I still feel like I have way more clothes than what I need. But when it comes to packing, especially long term, less is best. That's your rule. That's what you really want to think about. So today we're diving into how to properly and smartly pick your clothes so that you have everything you might need for a long-term adventure, your favorite pieces, all without overpacking. First thing we're going to talk about is probably the obvious and like the white elephant in the room, the baggage. Here is my piece of luggage, and this is the only luggage that I'm going to check in. The type of luggage you choose depends on the type of traveling you're going for. So this time around, I picked a proper luggage. This is going to be my check-in luggage and the only one. And for me, this is way more than what I usually go for. And that's just because normally the type of luggage that you choose depends on the type of traveling you're going for. So, for instance, if you're going on a backpack travel, on the road traveling, where you need to have your luggage always on the ready, easy to move around, you really don't want to pick this type of luggage because this is very annoying to carry around. You want something on the go. So normally if I go on the road trip or somewhere where I know I will be switching places quite often and I might need to take a lot of public transportation where I need to carry my luggage, I wanted to have it as close to me and as small as possible. And that's for another day. That's a topic we're going to cover in another occasion. But this time around, I'm actually prepping my bag for my trip to China, where I will be spending the next 2 months as an au pair in Beijing. This is the type of bag I would prep when I know that I will be staying in only one place and all my trips will be maybe one-day trips. And for that, I will use my carry-on, which is just a regular backpack that I know I can use both on the plane, I can carry easily in the airport. It can fit all my gears, all the stuff I don't want to check in at the airport, but I can also use while I'm around, while I'm visiting places and cities, and maybe even when I go hiking. I want something very useful. So that's going to be my carry-on. But as for my big bag, this is going to be it. Over the arch of 2 months when you spend home, the clothes you're going to wear are always the same. It's not like you're constantly changing and picking a bunch of different outfits. And yes, you might have birthdays, parties, and all of that. But when you travel, you want to minimize. You want to think, choose your favorite pieces and go for that. A good rule is the rule of two. So think about basic things. I'm not saying underwear, of course. Like underwear, you can go a little bit extra. I think that's fine because it's more convenient, especially if you can't really maybe do the laundry too often, or you just don't feel like washing your underwear every single day. So you can go a little bit extra, but for everything else, try to think about the rule of two. So I'll try to show you what I mean by showing you the clothes that I've mostly prepared already for my trip. Just to be clear, it took me maybe 30 minutes to put together the entire luggage. If you feel like every time you prep your luggage and you just go crazy and it stresses you so much because you have to think, oh, I want to carry that, I will need these and all of that. Think about what you're planning to do during your trip and maybe pick one or two items for the same thing. So I'll show you now what I mean by that. As you can see, this is mostly all the clothes I'm going to carry with me to my trip to China. Let's put aside this for now, which is all the skincare and bathing products. For everything else, think convenient, things that can easily be washed and dry, and sometimes even think, okay, you want to carry your favorite pieces, but sometimes not your super favorite pieces, because you never know. Sometimes you travel, you change washing machine, you change the laundry detergent, you don't know where or how you're going to wash your clothes, and if it's a piece you really love, you don't really want to waste it. Let's go basic. First of all, think where you're going and when you're going. For me, I'm going in Beijing, China, for 2 months between the months of July, middle of July and middle of September. So I know that the average temperature there is going to be between 25 and 35 degrees. It's likely going to rain, so yes, I'm going to carry a raincoat. It's going to be hot. It's going to be humid. I know because I've already been there. But even if I didn't, all I needed to do was to check the weather forecast. Ask on the internet, how is the weather in Beijing between the middle of July and the middle of September? And I would know what kind of clothes I'm going to need. So, shorts. Rule of two. 2 pair of shorts. 1 belt. I love hiking. The family I'm staying with, they live near like a nice, not really mountain, but maybe forest paths, as they told me. So I'm also carrying long hiking pants, 1 pair, because it's not like I'm going to hike every single day. So 1 pair of long pants, because it's always the safest when you hike. Wear long pants. It's safer for bugs, for animals, think spiders, snakes, even plants that can hurt your legs. Always wear long pants. I also love training. I don't know how many workouts I will be able to get done because I don't know how much free time I will have and energy, but 2 bras, 2 sport bras, 2 shorts, bikers. And bikers because I'm going to China, that sometimes, not always, can be a conservative country on some aspects. So I believe that wearing bikers will just give me a safer choice and an easier time. I know that you might think, oh, but I don't care. I want to wear whatever I want. Yes, you do. I understand where you're coming from. Well, once you go to another country, think of yourself kind of like you're a guest. Yes, you're yourself. You're on your own. You do you. But you also want to kind of think maybe twice and about how other people around you feel. Because I went through stuff. Let's just say I have some experience with that, okay? Story time for another moment. Bikers is a good choice. 2, 1 tank top and one sport t-shirt. 1 contained more chest, let's say, bathing suit. 1 cap, my favorite. It's going to go with me everywhere. 2 pajamas, or kind of like a mixable pajamas. So it's like a short and pants, and I can kind of switch the sides. Underwear, you can maybe go a little bit more crazy in a sense. I'm carrying 10 pieces of regular underwear and 3 pieces of my sport underwear. 3 bras. 3! Like black, gray, and white. And also, because I'm a grandma, and this is a sustainable traveling channel, I do not use paper tissues, I use fabric tissues. 1 pair of sunglasses, because as I said, it's a hot country. Always wear your cap. It's your skin, it's your face, it's your eyes. You want to protect it because the sun is mean, is really mean. 1 face towel, 1 big towel, and 1 all of them, easily drying, so microfiber bathrobe. They might actually give it to you when you're an au pair in the family, but I'm not sure. If you know that you won't need it, don't carry it. If you're going on a trip and you're going to spend all your time in a hotel or a place that you know for sure that they have it, don't carry it, of course. T-shirts. Usually this is where people go kind of crazy, like the bottoms and the tops. As for my tops, yes, I did go a little bit more extra, and I picked 12 tank tops and 6 t-shirts. As you can see, they're all basic colors. First, because I'm a basic color person. As you can see, I never really go crazy with colors. That's how I prefer it, how I like it. But also because basic colors go well with everything. Think gray, think white, beige, black, of course, think blue. All those colors are very basic and go well with everything. So you can easily mix and match. And this is way more than what I need. I know. But sometimes, yes, you can get a little bit more extra, but don't go crazy. Don't think about having to carry your entire wardrobe. Socks. I'm actually carrying 5 pair of socks and 1 pair of hiking socks because they're different. The only things that are missing are the top layers. So I'm carrying 1 raincoat, which is not currently here, but I'm going to carry it. And it's going to be like a raincoat rain jacket. So this is going to be my one and only jacket I'm carrying around. For everything else, generally speaking, in summer, I do prefer, rather than sweatshirts or jackets, wearing shorts, shirts. Like shirts on top of my outfit is my favorite choice. First of all, because they're very much more light compared to a sweatshirt, for instance. And second, because I have very light skin and I easily get sunburned. I do wear my sunscreen. Please do wear it. Please do wear sunscreen every single day. You don't want skin cancer. You really don't want that. Wear sunscreen and save your life. Save yourself, save your skin. It's going to look younger also in the years, so it's really important. Not just on your face, on your body too. Sunscreen is not something you have to wear only when you go to the beach. When you are a tourist or a traveler and you spend a lot of time outside under the sun, you have to wear it too. It's not like the sun stops just because you're not at the seaside. Rule of 2, 2 shorts as a top layer. Finally, 2 long pants. Because same, sometimes you want to cover your legs. For example, Thailand, if you go to a temple, you can't wear tank tops. No. And you can't wear shorts. No, you need to wear longer pants that will at least cover your knees and your shoulders. So do always have something that can kind of cover that aspect if you know you're going to go to a country that needs it. In China, they are mostly atheist, but you might encounter places where you like or want to visit a temple. Finally, If you are the fashion type and you know you're going to like party and you want to have some dress, I will maybe carry one for that purpose. That's it for me, because I'm not the party type. If you're the party person, then think still. 2, you want to go crazy. 3, no more than that. Yes, maybe when you're home, you might want to change it a lot. You can do it, but when you're traveling, you don't want to carry your entire wardrobe. First, because you don't need it. And second, guess what? You most likely will find something you like. My idea is always to carry a luggage and stuff that will leave still some space inside my check-in luggage. If I do find clothes that I really love, you want to have some room for that. And one last thing we should be talking about is shoes. Guys, we have 2 feet. We don't need that many shoes. When it comes to shoes, pick wisely. 1 pair of sneakers, possibly a color that goes well with everything, and for me is black. 1 pair if it's summertime, of course. Of sandals, also black, because they also go well with everything. And sometimes you don't want to wear sneakers, you want to wear something a little bit more less sporty. And finally, flip-flops. 1 pair. You don't need more pair of flip-flops. And these are really for everything. If you go to the beach, if you go to the swimming pool, if you have to spend time in hostels and you want to use them to take showers, as slippers inside the house, you can use them for everything. Flip-flops are essential. If you're the party type and you really cannot even imagine partying from your high heels, then one that follows the same rule. Kind of pick something that goes well with everything. And when it comes to high heels or fancy shoes, think like black or maybe silver or gold or gray, white, beige, anything that kind of can go with all of your outfits. I wouldn't pick yellow unless like yellow is your color, then go for it. Go all the way. Pick a color that can fit all your wardrobe, basically. This is all when it comes to the clothing. We could talk also about skincare products. I'm carrying 1 beauty case, but I think this time around my skincare kind of increased recently. After my trip to South Korea, my skincare kind of multiplied in such a kind of crazy way. But when it comes to skincare, I understand everyone has their own necessities. For example, as you can see, I do not wear any makeup because I don't care. I don't care about wearing makeup. I don't like it. I do have a lot of skincare. So what I will do is to put all of my skincare, all the stuff that I can, or that takes more space, in smaller containers. Containers that I know that will suffice for the entire 2 months without running out, but without having to carry the entire bottle. Smaller containers, travel bags, and travel organizers, it's actually a very good idea. That is something you might want to invest into, unless you're like me and sometimes I just like to save those from, I don't know, like the hotels and so on, and then just refill them once I need them. That is also a very good way to save a buck and help the planet, and kind of carry all your stuff with you. So skincare, really, it's up to you, to what you need. If you're the makeup artist type, I'm always very impressed with people that can like give themselves a good makeup style. I cannot. I know that maybe on that side you will go a little bit extra, but maybe don't bring like your entire set. And of course, I don't dry my hair with a hair dryer, but you might want to have a small carry-on dryer if you know that you might need it. Only if you know that you might need it. Do not carry it unless you like really love your hair dryer and you cannot think about parting from it. Or I don't know what else, a hair straightener. I don't know, what do people use? I never use any of that stuff. One last advice. All of this stuff should not be left unattended inside of your luggage. Therefore, I strongly advise you to buy packing cubes. They are so useful, especially if you have to put like your clothes around and you don't really have a wardrobe where you're staying. Packing cubes are such a smart thing because you can kind of have them lying around and easily have access to what you need without having to look everywhere in your luggage and having to hide things and then you can't find them anymore. And it just keeps your luggage and all your stuff so much tidier compared to just throwing everything inside the luggage. So I strongly suggest it. I do have one linked in my description box. So if you want, you can have a look at that. I think I put the waterproof ones because especially when you go on the road and you have to put it in your backpack, it's so much better if it's waterproof because you never know. You never know. And you might end up with all your clothes completely wet. So that's it from me for today. I hope this video helped you in the sometimes stressful process of having to pack your clothes and all of your stuff for a long-term travel. And I hope that some of my advices and tips might help you along your next journey. Please don't forget to comment down below to let me know what else you'd like to see in the channel. If any of these tips were helpful to you, please let me know because that really supports me. Don't forget to like the video if it was helpful, share it with fellow travelers so we can share the love. And subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't really miss any of my future videos. I'll see you in our next adventure. Bye!